Give me such a beautiful bride. So if I had the world. Grand Risings, one and all. Welcome to the Galaxy Risings show. No one no vanity, just judge a blessing. No one no vanity, just judge a blessing. Food from Thompson, pen a drink tea from St. Charles Billy Track food. No drink tea from money. And all because of the bastard system. Yeah, I always can bring change. Revolution time. Lady, you say my ball boy. You must see no leaders round ya, ready to put them life on the line. They might trample the people rights. The system not give us no rights. You want provide and can't provide. Even changes in life. Someday, one day, when I able to relax with my family, take them out to picnic on a Sunday. My dreams seem impossible. You make it look as if my goals are not reachable. My dreams seems impossible. Yes, my dreams seems impossible. It's only Jah I hold on to. It's only Jah I hold on to. All is vanity. All is vanity. It's only Jah I hold on to. It's only Jah I hold on to. All is vanity. All is, yeah. And I make them wonder what kind of influence we under. I go roll like thunder. Like Christ in his kingly character. Don't let them control your mind. Rasta man a one boy. The government not go fight. Not at all for the poor man's right. Someday, one day, when I'm able to relax with the family, take them to picnic on a Sunday. If life was a thing that money could buy, we would truly and the whole surely die. And that's the way it seems to me. That's the way it seems to me. Jah I hold on to. It's only Jah I hold on to. All is vanity. All is vanity. It's only Jah I hold on to. It's only Jah I hold on to. All is vanity. All is, yeah. Them a jump for the people rights. This system not give us no rights. Who want provide and can't provide. We need some changes in our life. Them a jump for the people rights. This system not give us no rights. Who want provide and can't provide. We need some changes in our life. Someday, one day, when I'm able to relax with my family, take them out to picnic on a Sunday. It's only shy all down to. It's only shy all down to. All is vanity. All is vanity. It's only shy all down to. It's only shy all down to. All is vanity. All is vanity.
Galaxy figure family. When we community work, we hear good and bad talk. Tell me the last time you get cut off, even when you slander the family with your ears seven, because we get you upset from the truth you hear. But some of that you can't digest. So you just hide behind those bitter, hateful things. I feel family, Galaxy family, our family. Although the ship been through many turbulence, some of them slip and slide, some lose their balance, no going around with personality.
All the people used to say, what goes up must come down. The people you meet coming up, you meet coming down. Nobody knows the trouble that we know. Nobody knows the pain that we feel. Nobody knows the crosses that we know. Way back when baby yes, I've been through the valley of the shadow of death. Oh no, but no one be happy. Almighty Father, that we day by day. That's why to Him I give all the praise. It's when you're in trouble, He'll be there on the trouble. To guide and to hold you all the way through. Yeah, nobody knows the trouble that we know. Nobody knows the pain that we
Hey, you. You're coming? Alright then. Alright then. I'll start with that. Okay. Alright then. Grand rises, one and all. Welcome. Take a good look.
Nobody knows the pain that I feel. Nobody knows the crosses I feel. No, they all I can say, baby. Nobody knows the crosses I feel. No, nobody knows the pain that I feel.
Well, it's grand risings to another beautiful day here in the capital of the Hingaland, England. Huh? I'm telling you, what a life we are. Beautiful day that we have right here. You know something? It's like having two Sundays in a row, right? We got ourselves another vacation day. Well, well, for some of we, it's vacation. So much, but for most of us, it's still a struggle of God. The struggle of God, you know. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not any different for most of us here. You know. Sure. Sure. We get up and we just in it still. You know. But then again, you know what? Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. Since that we have this time here, let's emphasize these times to make the connection with those who we love and those who love we. Yeah, reach out, make a little 5 or 10 minute call, or if you can make a visit as well, go knock on the door, wake them up, let them know say that Uno, Uno is one, right? As we do here on the Galaxy Brainwashing Station. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. Ubuntu, Ubuntu. We are doing that. We live wow, let's let that is beautiful.
Living in a perfect peace, the world is required. So my choice may call me a dreamer, I will be a winner. It's just that I long for living in a world without war. You can call me a dreamer, I will be a winner. It's just that I long for living in a world without war. Far as my eyes can see, all race, color, all creed. Forget about the past and fame, moving for righteous gain. All barriers are broken, together. And in and out of bondage, oh what a glorious day there. You can call me a dreamer, but I will be a winner. It's just that I long for living in a world without war. You can call me a dreamer.
Yes, my people. So what's happening for you today? Lines are open on 0203289650. Wait a minute. All right. Let me call that off. That's it. Let me call that off. Right. Yeah, lines are open 0203289650 here on the galaxy of the we.net. Boy, peace and love is what we need right now. Now we have another entity move up the line, moving up the line. Everything shuffle and shuffle. Hey, hey, everything huffle and shuffle. Everybody move up the line. Tell you, family problems all around. And yet they're embroiling everybody in their problem. Then. But still, live good with one another, live good with your family, live good with yourself. You know, these are the main entities, the main things that we need to be working upon for ourselves right here, right now. Here on the Galaxy of We, the Brainwashing Station, we give thanks. Give thanks for our existence. Our existence would not be without those who have been before, those who have set the foundation of millennia of time, the experiences, those who have lived their lives, whether they be traumatic whether they've been in a peaceful or productive way. Those who have exhibited love where there was no love to be received from them or them. They exhibited love for us as their um, legacy, their children, their offsprings, right? And yet life will go on and on and on. And so we live. So we live for. When I embroiled in their genocidal in the genocidal aspects and way of how they are looking at our lives and looking at us, how can those who are living a lifestyle, a non-productive or non-reproductive lifestyle, advise you about how you should be living your life? Huh? How can a person who has a lifestyle and says they are right in what they are thinking and doing, and yet they have no ways or means of how they're going to reproduce, tell you how to live your life? Huh? How can they be telling you that? It is a sickness, a sickness. And for those who have made a choice of saying, I will not reproduce, is a sickness. Sickness. So therefore, life will cease to exist. Life will cease to exist. No longer will that lifeline continue. What type of sickness is that, man? Yeah? What type of sickness is that? Man, I'm telling you, a beautiful thing that we are here all together and we are able to talk about our lives and the productivity of what we want to do. We talk about our children. We produce our children. How can these non-producers talk to us about how we are to raise our children? How can they even stand there and say that they can advise you about raising a your, I was gonna say. You get me hot now. You get me hot. You get me hot. Lord. See, the world problems can really, affect in certain ways. Peace is my nature. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's bring myself back into balance. Let's bring myself back into balance. How can they who are not even having this thing they've killed within them the thought of reproducing? Selfish, they're too selfish. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want. The amount of things you could think and say about them is crazy, crazy. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Who is that? Who is that? You look like an ice pole now. Greetings, our sister Sandra. I'm just,
Greetings, brother.
I'm just cussing off the other unspoken about enemy that we have around you. They're not non-producers of life. Terrible terrorists. The terrorists and murderers in their own right. Yeah.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
Then they have an alternative lifestyle.
Okay.
They have an alternative lifestyle. In other words, they must say, no, We not have no. There's no need to for me to have pitney. I'm going to go with a personal preference. My preference. Yeah. And your preference now produce nothing. Yeah. Two egg don't make a thing. Nothing. Right. And two swimmers don't make nothing. You need egg and swimmer. Simple. Simple. Stop your foolishness. But anyhow, you know what? It's your choice. Your choice. Just stand over there in the corner and wait for me and be all right. Uh, anyhow. I'm having a little bit of a rant this morning. I'm having a
I
bit of
can
a rant.
hear it. I can hear it. Who upset you then? That's what I
Huh?
want to know.
No, you know what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. Right. For years now, for years, well, in the England and London area, simple. For years, people are putting the lifestyle and the struggling of lifestyle over the thought of like having children, reproducing children. Yeah, they're monitorizing the natural reproduction of children. You know, they put in the finance before the natural reproduction. You know, and for me, if you don't have children, if you don't hear, I mean, you don't hear children playing and things like that, it seems like that the life force is dead, gone.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
there's no future.
mm,
You know,
mm,
and like round where I live there now, right? They had a big big play area, and many a time, and it's like big holiday, big school holiday and everything.
mm,
Do I see any children in that play area? No, no. And I know said that like when I was a young person now, right? That if there was a play area like that, yo, you couldn't even get on the apparatus, right? Yesterday I went on my power walk and I was walking through Peckham Ride Park, and there's a big like adventure playground there, sir.
mm,
I have never seen any child in that play area at all. Big
mm,
Peckham Ride Park.
mm,
I've never seen any children in that play area, and to the extent of where I'm looking on the apparatus, and even the wood is starting to rot because you don't have nothing to do. You know,
mm, mm,
there's a stem up there. All the
mm,
wood, and there's a stem up there. There's a rot.
mm.
You know, and I said, "What? Look on this now. What's going on? What's going on?" And these all these non-producers of life, man, who are going so and them lifestyle there, you
But
know, terrorists.
I I would question whether or not it's the non-producers of life or is it how we live our life now? Because children aren't encouraged to go out and play.
Mm,
Because and I say this because what struck me, something I heard in the past, and this was pre-COVID, so you're talking
mm,
about over 4 or 5 years ago.
mm,
Um, and one young person,
mm,
ran up and was speaking on a radio show, and they said, and they were 16, and they said
mm.
that they weren't allowed out without a parent with them or a
16.
guardian with them. They were 16,
Mm,
even to go to the shop, the local shop,
mm,
because of the fear, quote unquote, of what would
mm,
happen to them when they're on their own. So there's
mm,
many a parent out there, many a guardian out there that would prefer their child to be using the technology in their room
mm,
or playing in a corner in their space
mm.
rather than going out and playing because of the quote unquote fear factor.
So what you're saying now, what you're saying now, is that because of like certain things what carry on for some some young people, and it's very, very, and the percentage is very, very, very low. Although, when it happens, it seems like the whole world is at war
Yeah.
in terms of them wasting. But it's very, very, very low, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they are indicating that they don't want their children to be a victim of certain people
Behaviors.
abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they would prefer to keep their children in a enclosed environment. In that way, in other words, the home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So it's terrible. But then again,
Because
that is like having a caged.
a caged tiger, putting it buying
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
yeah, and putting them in a cage which is only slightly bigger than they are.
Mm,
But I think, and this is me personally, when I heard it at the time, there was a lot of talk about why there wasn't as many children out, and the presenters were speaking just like yourself in terms of when come school holidays, it
mm,
was fun. You'd go out on the adventure playground, you'd go out on your
mm.
bicycle, and you'd run up and down, make noise, come home to have something to eat, and then you're up again.
Yeah.
But there's a generation, there is a generation that don't do that. They don't do that. They get a drive
Never,
to
never,
school.
never,
They
never,
don't walk
never,
to
never
school. They
seen,
get a drive
never
to
seen it.
school.
Mm,
They don't jump on bicycles. They don't make use of the open spaces.
mm,
And I know there's a common park by me,
mm,
and if I see, and sometimes I will look and I will observe. If you
mm,
see the young people, they are there with a parent or a guardian. It's not
mm.
just young people on their own. So there are, and I would say it's more lifestyle
Mm,
as well as the alternative that you were speaking about. But I'd say there's a lot more in terms of lifestyle and how we are,
mm,
the opportunities that young people have these days.
mm, mm. Because it's just like, why is it like, for instance, now this is a holiday Monday here in the UK, London, right?
Mm.
And by the way, welcome back to the cool and ice, right? Ice, baby. Anyhow, welcome back to the cool and ice. Even though it's a short, fleeting visit, but still, yeah.
Mm.
So, suffer unto me. Yeah. Sister Sandra's in town, anyhow, right? So, for me though, I just think to myself, why? What is it that these children? How will these children learn how to interact with others? And is the type of quality of life of being a child? It's like they just thrust straight into adulthood and expect them to have success in interaction and moving into their making their mark on life. The only time that they probably have any interaction is when they're in school.
and that's the thing. That is the thing, because they hear so much, and their guardian or parent hears so much
Mm,
of the fear factor. Like you say, they take it on board to the
mm,
extent that they don't want them in. Like I said, children don't walk to school.
mm,
If you've got a parent, and sometimes it's time poor
mm,
and aiming to child to school as well as get to work as well as yada 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 yada,
mm,
so they will prefer to jump in the car and drive and drop them and then find somewhere to park and jump on the mud and jump on the train,
mm,
because they don't have the opportunity of walking them to school.
mm.
And in doing that, the child's, and then after school, it's a case of how they're going to get home. If there's a parent, they're going to pick them up from school.
Mm.
But the conversation is, do they actually walk? Those that are getting on the bus, and
Yeah.
sometimes you do get the children on the bus.
Mm,
It's a thing like, come straight home. It's not
go home via the park or via the common, it's come straight home.
Mm.
Even when we've got our longer days and our brighter days.
Like now, it's because like
Yeah.
when sunset dusk time is it's later now, so it's like say 9 p.m. now, right? So we're coming into the middle of the sun risings and the longer days, you know,
Yeah.
and the
And
shorter nights.
mm,
It's crazy. And
um,
yeah,
um,
let me give out the number here, right? It's 0207. Sorry, I apologize. 0203 289 6504. Right, so it's 20203 289 6504. Here we are, rising up in the galaxy. Rising up in the galaxy. That's who we are right here, right now. So welcome, my sister. What's your mission for today, my dear?
my mission for today is just to keep the acclimatization going. I feel that I'm coming down with something, but hey,
Mm-mm.
I'm moving from, it would probably be 26, 27 degrees now and 2 o'clock in the morning
Mm-mm.
to single figures, but it's bright out, so I'm going to give thanks
Mm.
and take my blessings where they are. So yeah, it's bright out, cold.
Mm.
Yeah, I know people of color, we need sunshine, we need the vitamin D,
Mm.
and it does make so much of a difference. Just having it on tap in that way.
Yes. You
Whereas
see,
here,
you see.
I've got to search for it.
Yeah.
I went out yesterday searching, and I'm crossing over the road to keep in the sunlight.
Good
And
luck with that, Ginge.
well, I know that I need to be, because of the quality over here.
Mm.
You need to be out there a lot longer.
Mm.
But in being out there a lot longer, it's yeah, it's
Right.
not as nice.
You see the difference and you feel the difference now,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because imagine now, it's like you come in here and it's like a foggy day all day, you know, because you don't even see the sun to Rockstone too tough, right? Because
Mm.
it's just like that gray overcast thing, right? I saw people in England stay anyhow.
Well, you don't notice it. And yesterday I was looking at the moonlight, the
Mm,
moonshine, and it looked beautiful. But because of the pollution and the
mm,
houses, and there's only
mm,
so much of it you can see,
mm.
and it reminds me that we are so close to nature, but so far away from nature. Because
Exactly.
in London, you've got to almost seek it out, whereas in Jamaica,
You did that.
you're just within it.
Yeah, yeah,
You just may not appreciate it, but you're just there. You're in
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. One of the things, as I say, I mentioned, I think a few shows ago that we did, and mentioned about the
Mm.
stars, but I did like you realize, hold on. I'm in the middle of all of this.
Mm. Mm.
I'm in the middle of
Mm.
all of this.
Mm.
When you see the heavenly
Mm.
bodies
Mm.
out there, right?
Mm.
The planetary system,
Mm.
and you are right in the middle of this thing here, and you think, Rockstone,
Mm.
are we this?
Mm.
Are we this?
Mm.
Telling you, telling you. That is the beauty of the nature of who we are, where we are, and how we exist.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You see, when you can look up and then you can see other planetary existences, you know,
Mm.
it's amazing. It is
Mm.
truly amazing that you can look up and see with your own naked eye.
Yes.
And you say,
Yes.
wow,
Yes. You can
wow,
breathe it in. You can.
wow. Mm. You
It
know.
you can become part of and feel you are part of
Mm.
and feel the connection,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
um, which you can see if you look at it in a book, or you can
Mm.
see if you look at it via the television or any of the other social media. But seeing and
Okay.
feeling and believing are like different sides of the same coin.
Mm. 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 Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I have to say that, you know, when you're in your stillness, the
Mm,
stillness of appreciation. And I was just doing some libational talk just earlier on, you know,
mm,
of our ancestors'
mm,
journey,
mm,
you know, and their foundation of what they've set for us, the
mm,
life that they have lived, the
mm,
life that we are living,
mm,
and our expectations for our young people as well, the next generations.
mm,
Yeah,
mm.
you know, it's one of those things that, boy, you know, you just think, well, you know, something. Give thanks for your time. Make the most of your time.
Yes.
You know, what can you give as much as you take? Yeah, yeah. And I have to say, and I'm going to say it publicly as well. This woman can sing, you know. But anyhow, what? What? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to say. Anyhow, but it came to my mind. Anyhow, um, um, you see, you're flying me off my head now. Right? Yes. Fishes, fishes. My mother was in full gratitude, no argument, nothing. Right? She give me Mr. Big and Mr. Small. I obviously I gave my mother the big one still. Yeah.
Mm.
And before I even sat down with my plate this song, she done half of it already, man. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know? So the standard has been set now. So obviously, you know, she gonna wake up today and feel say, all right, where the next piece then now? But I have some breadfruit leaves there out of the thing, and I'm full appreciation of of your gift to us in the ways that, you know, simple things, you know, simple things, but why, you know, gratitude, man, gratitude.
Well, back in the day, traveling, and sometimes you think to yourself, and I'm thinking of a word that my godson would often use, and he'd say, it's almost like, do we have to?
Mm,
So, um, and it'd be interesting to speaking to anyone dialing in and just sharing their experiences of traveling to their parents
mm,
or guardians' home, whether
mm,
it be Africa or the Caribbean, and what that experience is like. So for me, you're younger and you get dragged kicking and screaming, and you just go with the flow, and you don't understand, and you are the curious one because you're coming from England amongst family who are grown up predominantly in, let's call it Jamaica,
mm,
in Portland. So their life experiences and your life experiences are completely different. So they say, do you want an apple?
mm.
I say yes, thinking it's going to be red and round. And then I
Yeah,
see an apple that looks like a pear, but it's
yeah,
red.
yeah,
And I bite into it and it's different texture,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and thinking, but this isn't an apple.
Mm,
It is an apple. So you do things, you're tasting different, you have a different taste sensation, you have different
mm,
experiences.
mm.
And packing up to go back in the day, it was bring back as much
Produce.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ray and nephew as possible.
Ah,
So this was back in the day when you could carry. liquids in bags. So that means you'd pack the suitcase and you'd also pack the bags. But you recognise that customs being what they were, they would say if they stopped you, you'd have to pay a hell of a fine or hand it over. So you put this is back in the day when Ray and Nephew had an open top bottle that you could then add a little syrup, a little something to colour it. So you take it out of their bottle, put it in a bottle, and you'd add syrup to it, just in case you get stopped. But you don't mind adding the syrup, because whatever you add to it, you don't mind how it's drunk in that format. So I remember back in the day doing that and see my uncle do that, or my cousins doing that, and other family members. But I also remember the day before, can we get any breadfruit? Maybe, maybe not. Can we get any ackee? Maybe, maybe not. Can we get any fish? Maybe, yes, we can always get fish. And the frying of the fish. And the whole house smelling of fish and thinking, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? But as I've grown up, I've continued to do it, whereas now my mother can't do it for me. Because she's getting younger. But I've made the decision that, yeah, I'll come back. I'm not going to fry as much as she fries. But then once I take out the fish and I've defrosted it, I'm thinking to myself, that ain't a lot of fish. And this is a whole pan of fish. This is over 5 pounds worth of fish. Snapper, parrot, goatfish, butterfish, big snappers the size of your arm, and you've cut it up into steaks. And I'm thinking, it's not going to go far. So I do everything that I'm doing, and I think, oh, is it like how my mum would make it? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. And do it all and think, okay, bag and tag, bring it over. But I know then that for the first 2-3 days, I don't have to really go to the shop because I've got my fish.
You got your things there.
I may or may not have my breadfruit. If I've not got breadfruit, I've got my grotto, which I brought bread from over there, so I don't actually need to go out. The disadvantage is the ackee. I always want to travel with ackee, and this is actually one of the better times to travel, as in I understand a bit more. But unless it's a quality of ackees that's a travelling ackee, do you freeze it before? Do you clean it and freeze it beforehand, or do you bring it whole? And those are things that go through my mind as I'm traveling. So I'd love to hear if there's any other listeners, if what do you do? Because in theory, I'd actually prefer to leave my clothes and carry back some of the food, because that's the remnants, the last little bit of Jamaica.
One of the things that I am encouraging us to do, because of like some of the crises that we have been facing recently, I'm encouraging everybody to bring some seeds. Bring some seeds with you, because whatever, you have to learn how to grow our own, So even if it's the one bush or the one plant, we can start from that, and then we spread out. We spread out after that. But we need to, if we have any fruits or vegetables, right? Is to get the seeds then, and bring them come. Right? Because we need that. We need that still, because the way our life is going on right now, why? Money time, money thing. The money thing is dead.
So
the money thing is dead.
The thing I'd say about the seeds is, if you go to the farmer's market or go to a farm supply or go to one of those stores, because I was in one and I looked at the seeds and I knew I needed to look at them, but I couldn't remember why. And now you said it and I thought, I should have brought back some seeds. The disadvantage of the seeds is they are you may end up getting seeds that only have one lifespan.
Mm. Mm.
It's not seeds that are and
Self-liberating, yeah.
so that means then that seed has gone through a GM product,
Mm-hmm.
a test tube product, and
Yeah.
that packet will only last you for that summer, or that's.
Mm.
And I was having a conversation with someone and asking that question, and he was speaking about the different grafts, because we were talking about banana
Mm.
and green banana.
Mm.
So if you buy green banana in the UK, predominantly, the
It's
minute
not
it comes
linear.
off the fire, you've got to eat it straight away, because if you leave it 2 minutes,
Mm.
it's just got cold and hard.
Mm.
Whereas if you're eating,
It doesn't react. It doesn't react the same way at all, or anything.
no.
Mm.
And it could be because of how the ones that they pick, and it's the transport and the traveling. Hey, if you traveled how many thousand miles and sat in a box all day and only came out for sunlight when it was going to be bag tagged and shipped,
Mm.
maybe you wouldn't want to show your best.
Mm.
But it's just the fact, and we were talking about the green banana, and and the banana that my mother likes to eat isn't a banana that I've seen in the past.
Mm.
So it looks like a Cuban in terms of the banana, but it's just the Cuban's brother, bigger brother.
Mm.
It looks like the Cuban in terms of size and shape. So anyone that knows about a Cuban banana, so those are the little short bananas.
Mm.
And its bigger brother in terms of the boiling banana looks exactly the same. It's short and stout. It may be slightly longer, but it's stouter. Whereas the traditional green banana, the fingers are long and fine. But it's just, and the seeds that you get. So I know that I've gone in the past and bought seeds, and my cousin Sharon, when I gave her the seeds, because she's got an allotment in Birmingham, and she said that she was surprised because some of the what was she saying? She was sowing callaloo. There was no seeds on the callaloo, so the callaloo, she only got it for the one crop, and she realized then that just because you're getting it from Jamaica doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the best quality of seeds, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the seeds that you're getting aren't the seeds that have been played around with. Let's use those words.
And sad to say that many of the foods that we have had, right, are unfortunately influenced in that way there, right? Obviously, if you are eating the fruits and you are able to source the fruits yourselves and vegetables yourself, right? It's those type of seeds which you need. Yeah. So don't go throwing away everything that you're using. Gather the seeds then, and ensure that it's not the white anemic type seed. Right, the one that don't have no body to it, right? But the one that you can see that there's growth on there. So get the live seeds then. Because there's many a time you get tomato, believe it or not, tomato without seed. But anyhow, you will get some of them tomato there, and not go on. You understand? But remember, in each one of them, when each one of those fruits there, right, the tomato, there's over what 200, 300 seeds. You understand? So even one fruit could do a whole whole patch for you.
Yeah.
If it's the right type of thing. So, but just just take the seeds them and regrow them again, man. Ciao. That's what you have to do, man. Just you know. But like we need to get back to the live foods that we've always been building ourselves with, right?
Mm.
Even if you feel say that the plant can't grow yourself, just try, just try, you
And
know.
yeah, and that's the thing in terms of sometimes you think to yourself, okay, a banana can't grow here, or
Mm,
maybe a pear, as in avocado, can't grow here. So we start with that thought process, so we don't try, we don't
mm,
give it an opportunity,
mm, mm,
and depending on the climate, depending on where you are,
mm,
depending on whether or not you've got access to a greenhouse,
mm,
some of these foods can actually grow here and can do reasonably well, whereby you can get it will bear the fruit and you can
mm,
eat the produce.
mm,
Some are harder than others. So callaloo is going to grow, but you
mm,
may not be able to get the pear,
mm,
avocado. But I know, like I said, I've seen Sharon and the allotment that she's at. They're growing things that in the past we would have said no, hasn't
mm,
got hope in, we hasn't got a prayer.
mm.
But they're prepared to give it a go. And between them, there's probably about 4 or 5 of them up on their allotment, and they will share the seeds and they will work together and they will come harvest time, come looking out for each other.
Mm.
If one's not up there, they all help each other in terms of watering, in terms of encouragement, in terms of maybe you want to move it from that patch to another patch. So
Exactly.
it's having those conversations and being prepared to have those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And it then encourages you to recognize and know where your food's coming from. Like you
Mm-hmm.
say, the source.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are detached, too much detached in terms of what we do and how we do it.
So
Mm,
true, so true, so true. You know, we have to reconnect ourselves
mm,
with
mm.
doing things for ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, very
We
much
have to
so.
reconnect ourselves by doing things for ourselves in that
Mm,
way, providing
mm,
for ourselves, you know. Even if
mm,
you say, you know something, once every 3 months at least I produce my own food,
mm,
you know,
mm,
right? Because like as you do that, you know, and like you grow like even if it's a tomato, right? At least you know say, you know what, I grow this tomato myself, yeah, and I guarantee it will taste different. It will taste different than the washout things that they must sell you, and you never turn back. I'll tell you of a experience that I had. I was
mm,
in uh, I was in Ghana, right, and I was traveling, and we were there. We was there in the car, and we was traveling, and by the side of the road, everywhere, everyone is selling fruits and vegetables, and everything, you know. So every stop, there's people who are selling something or whatever. And then we came to this area, and you know how a lot of the women them have the, or I wouldn't say the women because some of the men them too. Them have the full big bowl of fruits and things, yeah. So they're selling that, and then you could just buy it, and then it's like a good carrier bag full of fruits, you know. And we come up to this place, and they had just pure tomatoes, pure tomato. Everybody had to sell tomato, right? And then I said to mom, "Oh, we should try and get some of them tomato there." And she said, "All right, yes, 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 yes." All right. So we stopped the car, and a young woman come to the window and said, "Yeah, give it some of the tomato now." And she, for what it was like it was equivalent of probably like £1.50, and it was a good, the plum tomato, right? It was it was
mm-hmm,
it was it was it was a good hand size, and there must have been at least 30 of them in that. Yeah.
Mm.
So they had them there. So they gave me the bag, and we had it. I was sitting in the back of the car. So I said, "Child, let me just taste this thing here, right? Wash it off, wash it off.
Mm.
Let me just take one bite of it." Who tell me to go do that?
That bag didn't get to the destination.
Let me tell you something.
That that didn't get to its destination.
This bag, I think there was about 10 leave in the bag, but by the time we reached back, all my shirt there, I don't have tomato juice on it and everything. Oh my day. Right? It was like, oh, it was it was like eating, you know, when you eat them juicy apple, them stone. And I tell you now, as I said, I eat tomato regular. We never taste them sweet tomato like that ever. Ever. You understand? I said, Lord, look on this, man. And that is the thing that most of us never taste the live fruits. We always get these dead washout food that has no flavor, has no texture. All it does is the imitation, cheap imitation of what we need, right? So when you get the opportunity, as I say, grab the seeds them and bring them come and grow your own. Grow your own, Yeah, man. On the back of that, I'd like to say we have this project here, and it's Good Food Matters, right? The Black Farmer Support Group. We've initiated a program there. Fridays from 9 to 3 p.m. You can come and join us at the Good Food Matters, and it's there in the Croydon area. In the Croydon area, right? I'll try.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for the address if I can find it here as well. So you have to bear with me with that one. Yeah. Anyhow, so yes, my people.
No, you on the back of saying that, sir. When we were in Ghana, Sharon and I were visiting, and the nieces were visiting her sister who lives in Ghana, born Jamaica, raised in the UK, made a decision to go back and enjoy her youth once again in Ghana. And we were in a vehicle, and there was someone in the back of the vehicle, and they were doing exactly what you just described, going through the tomatoes. And we couldn't understand it. Well, I couldn't understand it because I was big and thinking to myself, tomatoes, ugh. But there was two things that struck me, and when we were talking, I did taste some, but I'm not necessarily a tomato lover, but I would make an exception in terms of those tomatoes. But they also said that those tomatoes in general are good if you're car sick.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the properties within it, it helps to alleviate any discomfort if you get sick as you're traveling in a car. So in Jamaica, they recently. So I'd always hear my mother saying that when she was growing up, the women or the girls in school would be doing the cleaning at certain points in the school term, or on a Friday or the last of the month, and the boys would be out doing the garden and cultivating the garden and growing their own within the community. And literally, as I was leaving Jamaica, they were speaking about reintroducing that to many of the rural schools in and out of Jamaica, because they recognized and they saw the benefit of young people getting back to nature, because they are so accustomed to, and the young people in Jamaica are now getting more accustomed to whether it be KFC, whether it be Mothers, whether it be all the eatery places, they're more accustomed to that rather than they are accustomed to growing their own and planting their own. Sad state of affairs, but yeah, that's the way they're going. So if you are able to, like you say, go back to the natural.
Yep,
100%.
absolutely, 100%, man. Do look, just do something for yourself. Do it for yourself, right? This is the time of the year, right? Is when we put things into the ground, round about from February to May time. It's when we put the things into the ground so that it can grow it up until the September time, and then we just come and then we read that one there, sir. Yes. So we have to be more active in our productivity, right? So getting out there and doing what we need to do for who we are, right? I'm gonna look at this thing. Oh, this is on their second. I'm trying to find.
Well, you're looking for the address, so that means you can share it with our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I want to find the address of that one so that people can get to that. I'll look for it. I don't want to stop the flow of the program that we're dealing with. Yeah. So we've got our people out here, and we're doing what we need to do, right? I'm encouraging you all, and as you may gather, right? Although this is the morning program, right? The grand rising program, right? That I'm not using or I'm directing for myself to see what's in the mainstream media and other things there, because these are the programs that will cover that. But we have to talk about ourselves, what's happening for us, and to encourage oneself to live the best out of life. Not that I'm dismissing anything that is happening out there. No. But let's deal with ourselves first. Because as we rise up in the morning and we open our eyes, we have to give thanks for our life. Give thanks for our life and our existence. Right? We do our affirmations, so that it sets us and our ethos, and emphasize our ethos of life giving resources. Sets our balance first. Why are we gonna be imploding and putting the thoughts of others into our existence before we set our own foundation? And a madness that. Huh? Right? Because even yesterday, right? There was a movie that I was watching. Well, the movie was watching me, in all honesty. But and like I was looking on this movie, and it was about enslavement, the enslavement of the Nazarites. Right? It was Samson. You know the story of Samson. Right. So it was just on there and everything, and I'm thinking. I'm thinking to myself, boy, all these people, them might live a life, the whole life as slave, right? And I thought to myself, boy, look at this. with the whole thing. I probably saw about one and two black person in this thing.
mm,
And I said,
mm,
anybody watch this thing here, they would feel say that it's just pure white people used to move around in them places they saw.
mm,
Right?
mm,
And then, that as about 20 minutes into this thing, I started to change my perspective on there, because obviously, we know the demographics of this thing, and we
mm,
know all them love to portray certain stories and fables and everything like this, and they whitewash everything,
mm,
everything,
mm.
right? And I say, you know what? I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch this anymore. So I have to turn it over and try and watch something different again.
Mm.
You know, but it's the fault that there's only so much lies you can take. There's only so much lies you can take,
Mm,
right? I know
mm,
some of us say, "Oh no, it's not the people who know that," but it's the story, it's the actual what you're learning from it. But if the thing is tainted with lies, right, it's not going to be palatable. It's not going to go in. You understand, right? So
well, it,
for me, I just said, why? Why? When will we ever get the purity of natural life and natural history, right? I know that even with the course, one of the courses that I do on a regular basis with Robin Walker, there, right? I do a course there with African history.
mm,
Well, it's world history, really, world history, because it goes
mm,
into all elements and everything. And I say, well, why is it that everybody's still being brainwashed? Don't these people wake up? Will they not ever wake up to say, you know what, stop tell them lies,
mm,
huh?
mm,
Tell the truth,
mm,
tell the truth. Say that, yes, admit that you have been deceiving people for hundreds of years, and
mm.
then you're still coming back with the well, we went and rediscovered this and rediscovered that. You lie. Come on now, come on now.
Yeah, but
Listen,
they've got a new generation to influence. So why would they stop the story?
why would they start the story? Is it?
It's not in their benefit to stop.
Mm,
I was reading well, I wasn't. I glanced at an article, and it must have
mm,
been in um, Jamaica rather than here, and they were talking about um, quick Cleopatra,
mm,
and that they need to stop the whitewashing of
mm,
a her image, but b the stories around her. And I thought to myself, okay,
mm.
so yeah, it was one of the papers in Jamaica, but they were looking at it from a foreign news point of view. So I just turned the page over. But it's amazing with that headline. I was going to go back and look at it, and I thought, no, not necessary, because recognizing and being out there that
It's just a
someone of her hue would never have survived out there in the time because it wouldn't have been possible.
even even when you go there now in Egypt, right?
Mm, mm,
The amount of Wazungu that's there, and them still a
mm,
run from the sun to Iraq.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They still a run from the sun. Yeah?
yeah.
I, it's a madness what you see out there. right
mm,
there, right there. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. And they were,
mm.
he's my brother, he's my brother. You need to brush your teeth to rock still, yeah. You know? Oh boy, yes, I. You know,
Mm,
because
mm,
and like obviously when they see a group of us, when they see a group
mm,
of us, could be
mm,
20, 30 of us, them
mm,
get nervous. Them get
mm,
nervous because
mm,
they don't see that they can't come with their foolishness,
mm,
telling you
mm, mm,
about their interpretations of the hieroglyphs,
mm,
right?
mm,
And the
mm,
imagery that you see in the temples,
mm,
in the valley of the kings and queens.
mm, mm,
They, they
mm,
can't they can't tell you that. They can't tell you any of their foolishness because we can see it for ourselves.
mm, mm.
We can read it
We
for
can feel it.
ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
matter how, no matter how much they try to touch it
Mm,
up, touch it up.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
And it's so what's just struck me in terms of what you said, because we all hear the stories
Mm,
and we will all have seen the images
mm,
that they would display via the television here, or the books, or the magazines, or the newspapers.
mm,
But it's when you go there, there's a feeling that doesn't come across in that type of media,
mm,
that you then start to hear things on a different vibrational level.
mm,
So the guide may be talking to you about and telling you again a version of the story, but that what you, if you, from my recollection and my feeling just thinking about it now,
mm,
is that what I heard?
mm,
Because I know what he wanted to tell me, but is it what I heard? Or
mm,
was, and I'm gonna go back, and I know I will go back, and
mm,
I didn't take enough time to be silent and to listen and to do the meditations that I've
mm.
learned to do now, going back with that knowledge
Yes.
and
Yes.
just being able to be still in
Yes.
in any of those spaces that we were in.
Mm, mm. No, I did take advantage of that. I did take advantage of that. Just to give acknowledgement for their
Mm,
existence.
mm, mm, mm,
When I was in most of the temples, and
mm,
I give that knowledge of existence. And,
mm,
one of the things I always take into consideration and in full appreciation that
mm,
this, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way or anything like this, right? But listen, people who were around at that time who was the equivalent of the level of status that I am now
mm,
would never ever be able to walk into those temples or those areas that
mm,
we just lazy and blase go into
mm,
like it's nothing.
mm, mm, mm,
We would never ever be able to go into those places.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
you understand? Like the
mm,
inner sanctums of some
mm,
of these temples.
mm,
Yeah,
mm.
like there was one there, and you know that they had the thing, the infamous uh it's a carving, the carving in, and they have it in the ceiling, and they
Oh,
base the horoscope
calendar.
on it.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah. Mm,
and they have
mm,
it in the ceiling,
mm, mm,
right?
mm,
And
mm,
I'm thinking, and although the room is it's a small room,
mm,
really, right?
mm, mm,
But I'm thinking, something, even to be in that room there, sir,
mm, mm,
we would never even, we wouldn't even be able to get to the stairs, let alone go
mm,
all the way up into the room there.
mm, mm,
You understand?
mm,
None of us would never even see
mm,
them things there.
mm.
right? If you weren't a scholar of who was associated with, or the
mm,
ability to interpret what was there.
mm,
You understand? And I
mm,
thought, wow, wow, wow. Look at this. And
mm,
we just walk through these things like
mm,
blase, blase, so.
mm,
Yeah, right? Even when I go down to the house in Bart where Empress Selassie was
mm,
residing, you
mm,
know,
mm,
I take that moment and give thanks
mm,
to say that
mm,
that this man, yes, so he was here with his
mm,
family.
mm,
Yeah, he was here with his family and living in these premises.
mm,
You know,
mm,
and as we do, we walk through the footsteps of history.
mm,
We have to appreciate the moments, be
mm,
within that moment. That's why we
mm,
do our meditation, so that we can have a connection,
mm, mm,
eh, print it
mm,
into our mind, body, and soul,
mm,
so that we can say, we can take that time, we can take that space
mm,
and revisit it through our meditations every
mm,
time.
mm,
Yeah,
mm, mm,
we can revisit these things, take the journey in our mind, in our body and spirit.
mm,
We take the time to imprint it into ourselves.
mm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So, so I would question, and
Mm,
this is for me, whether or not like I said, whether or not I took the time, because whenever you're journeying in that way,
mm,
unless you're going on your own, you don't have the time because you're on schedule.
mm,
The guide, get back on the bus, get off the bus, go look. There's a timeline, etc.,
mm,
etc. So
mm,
when I refer to the meditate, it's not for me. It's not stop and drink it all in
mm,
and do the visual thoughts so you can take it away and you can do your meditation later.
mm,
You don't get a chance to be silent for 15 minutes, for 20 minutes, for an hour in those spaces. So you can truly slow down
mm.
and drink it all in.
And yes, I appreciate what you're saying there, because that's what it takes. It takes that, like, an hour of just of your time, just for you, you know. Because you might go there and then might have like an hour and a half for curation, where the guide would be talking about the temple in itself and
Mm,
explaining. But to have that personal times, personal space
mm,
as well,
mm.
that's very
And,
important. Very
and if
important.
they give it to you, there it's only going to be 10 minutes before you're getting back on the bus because they've
Mm,
taken 40 minutes throughout that element of the guided element of it.
mm,
Um, and I think we don't, like I said, we don't get a chance to do that reconnection in
mm,
real time.
mm, mm, mm,
It's via our memory that we go back in and we do that connection. So
mm,
in terms of meditating now, you may look at a photograph
mm.
that was taken then, even though they didn't encourage you to take the photographs, or remember a memory
I true
of the
that.
time,
I true
and
that.
then play that back in your mind and go
Mm,
back. And you're doing it almost as a replay, like I said, rather than a real time.
mm,
And
I true that.
the
Mm,
things that understand now is the element of fast is to go slow.
mm. Don't tell them all the secrets. Don't tell them all the secrets. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. we
Yeah,
have
but
to have, we have to leave something in the bag.
yeah, but then the way we live our life now,
Mm,
At no point are we encouraged to do that.
No, I know that. I know that. I know. I know. But that is when you go to therapy, right? When you feel say that your wheel is buckled,
Mm,
and you feel say, hold on, I need some fixing up here.
mm,
Right? So that's
mm,
when you go to therapy.
mm,
That's when all of a sudden you can just say, all right then, all right then.
mm,
Let me see what I have to fix here. You know?
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, man.
But if you give out the numbers again, and let's
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
let's have a conversation. It's a bank holiday, so I'm
yeah,
hoping that a number of our brothers and sisters have got a chance just to
yeah. And don't come in at the last minute.com.
no.
Like how I see how some of you like to do, right?
Mm,
So it's
mm,
0203-289-6504. All right, let me just play something here for a little while, and then we'll come back in a couple of minutes.
mm.
All right, all right. All right.
More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah.
You're in tune to the Grand Rising Show.
Never want to engage the people in conversation. Don't ever give a damn about their plight. Economic strategies, political monopoly, an orchestrated plan put into motion. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's time for a change. Now the bloody cities are going up in flames. It's time for a change. See the baby child is falling again. Yeah.
More power for the people.
More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Roll and sundry. The people too got a lot to say. The road and sundry. They too got the right to more power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Galaxy, the only brainwashing station here on galaxyforwe.net for you, the people, then, huh? That's how we are going, ciao, every day. Yes, my sister Sandra.
Yes.
Sorry.
So did you find the address, or you're gonna?
Oh, you know what? I got distracted. I'll look. I will look for it.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm sure I got it somewhere. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm sure I got it somewhere. Let's see.
Are you able to play a tune whilst you're looking?
Yeah, just I was thinking. I was thinking that one of the tunes that I had lined up, but it never played. So
All right.
we'll give you this one.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
Boy, when they say that you don't love me, I just might, I just might. When they say that you've been cheating all the while, I just might. I smile because I know better. I smile because I know better that you would give your life for me, that you would share your dreams with me. When they say that you've been lying all the while, all the time. When they say that you've been running around all the time, all the while, I smile because I know better. I smile because I know better that you would give your life for me, that you would share your dreams with me. I love. Ooh, yeah. I smile because I know better. I smile because I know better that you would give your life for me, that you would share your dreams with me. You say that you've been lying.
All right, have it now.
All the while, when they say that you've been cheating on me.
Yes, 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 yes. I have it. I have it. I have it right now. Hold on, just I'm being too clever for my own good here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, cool yourself, brother. All right, all those who will be going out and gathering together today, have a good time and move good with everybody that you're around today, and give out some positive vibes as well. Good food matters. Right, here we go. Good food matters. It's on Mackleham Way, or Mickleham Road, sorry. Mickleham Way, right? That's Mickleham Way, right? And that's in New Addington in Croydon. And the postcode for there is CROOPN, right? As I say, we are usually there from on the Fridays, right? As the Black Father Support Group, and we got our piece of land on there, so right. So we are there on Fridays, and we can you can come down there, help to do the land preparation and grow things and learn how to grow things as well. Um, we shall be having a cookout as well up there on the fourth. So bring something and eat something and share something as well. So you can come up to that as well. So that'll be on the fourth. of next month.
Okay.
Right?
From what
Right.
time? What time?
That will be from probably about round about 12 o'clock.
Okay.
About 12, 1, I would say 1 o'clock to about
Mm.
6 o'clock. You know.
Okay.
All right, and
Okay.
there's facilities for inside and outside. So even if it's not, even if the weather is not too good, we have a place that's inside as well there. So and it's nice and big and clean and everything out
Mm.
there. So it's not no
Mm.
bush hanging out place. Right? But we have everything there. We got tools and everything as well. So
Mm.
you can come and enjoy yourselves. Bring the family
Mm.
as well,
Mm.
the family and everything. Make a nice family occasion.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
And I know
Mm.
that we're doing some fundraisings for our school that we are supporting and managing in the
Mm.
Gambia as well.
Mm.
So, our contributions are welcome. And then
Mm.
there's there as well for Bojan School of Excellence, right?
Mm.
Bojan Tampa School of Excellence there in the Gambia, which we have been well, founders and supporters of for the last, how long now, 11 years now, 11 years that school has been open.
Mm.
you know and
Mm.
obviously each year there's a generation that passes through and go
Mm.
on to higher education as well. So, and like in the Gambia, education is not free, but
Mm.
we are offering free, well, say free education. We're sponsoring the children there, right? And to sponsor a child, it costs £80 a year, right? It's only £80 a year for one child, right?
Mm.
So, and that covers them for the uniform, right? All their facilities, what they require to be within the school for the year. So, have a think about that if it's within your capabilities to do that, or
Mm.
even as a family to come together and say, something. Let me do this. Let's sponsor a child as a family. So
Mm.
all our owner will feel say that you don't have no picnic, you can buy one for £80. Anyhow,
Mm.
you know. I did, and you can give them back at the end of the day as well. But anyway, I know I'm laughing about it. That's a serious thing because foundation education. You never know where the child can go to, because we've had children was left from there, gone into senior school, and they move on to universities to be doctors already. So we've got them children operating at them levels there, and
Mm.
imagine that initially they would have probably had no opportunity to have that initial education,
Mm.
you know, if they if the facility was not there,
Mm.
and the sponsorship was not there.
Mm.
So this is what we do. We're building nation. We're rebuilding the nation. You know,
Mm.
because we give them the opportunity to have that. So all they have to do is just turn up and do what they have to do and
Mm.
go through in their life.
Mm.
Right? Yes. So the Good Food Matters, Mickleham Way, New Additon, Croydon. Right. I know that there's a tram service up there as well. There's not tram. It is tram, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tram. Yeah.
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 I know that there's a tram service up there too. Right. I'm trying to look for where that is on the map here.
Okay, so that the tram stop is close enough, so that means
Yeah.
they can take the tram and.
I would say, on a walk, it will
Mm.
take me. It will take me because I don't walk that fast, right?
Mm.
So it would take me um, at least what? Hold on. It would take me at least 15 minutes to walk
Okay.
from the tram stop.
Okay.
Right? because it's at the back of at the back of an estate area
Okay.
where the field is.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
the field is. I'm just looking at it if it's on here.
Yeah, because then that makes it for those who aren't driving, or to take away any of the pressure of, depending on where you're coming from, taking a mainline train to Croydon, East Croydon, or even West Croydon station, and then jumping on the tram, which is literally just outside either one of those two main stations.
Yeah,
And that tram will take you probably about 15-20 minutes to
exactly.
the station, to the stop that you're referring to. So it makes it easy. So sometimes I know in the past for myself, I've used, oh, I can't get there, or I'm driving from East London, it's going to take me 4 hours to get up there. So I use all the excuses.
All right.
Um,
Yeah. The tram stop is called Fieldway.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So that's Fieldway. That's FIELD Field and WA Way. Fieldway. Right. And as I say, from there, and as I say, I don't walk too fast. It would take me probably about 15 minutes to walk down from the tram area to where the field is, right? But it's fairly straightforward anyhow. So I would encourage those who want to come and bring their seedlings. And yeah, even if you have a seedling or go on, bring it come, and I'm sure we'll find a space for it. There's plenty of space for everybody down there. Yeah. Right, and then see how we get on with our first patch, and if it's popular enough, we could take on as an equal size second patch, and then we can grow something, and then the family can eat from that still. Yeah, right. So we do hand to mouth people. From my hand to your mouth. Yeah, as we grow, I saw it go. Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing that's there. Anyway, so we're here on the Galaxy of we.net. I know that in the next our next presenter, because it's a Monday, right? It will be Brother Kwame, right? I anticipate his guest will be I was going to say Professor Gusmore, but it's not. It's a Gusmore. Anyhow, it'll be Gusmore who will be coming on with him. That's our brother Gusmore, right? So those two will be up here after us, as we are saying. So, my sister, let's remind them once again of your itinerary while you are here in the London Icebox.
Well, I'm still working out the itinerary. I know there are some things that I will be doing.
Concrete. What do you have concrete?
The one that is concrete is going to be at Auntie Jean's African Cultural Market.
Mm-hmm.
And that is concrete, and that's Sunday coming.
This Sunday coming.
Yeah.
All right. So if anybody wants to get in contact with you, what's your contacts?
So the details are on there. So Sandra at mindsoulsupport.com is easy way of getting in contact with me, or my telephone number is 07985 221050. So that's 07985 22 10 50.
Okay. Oops, I've got my mic now. Yes, well, there you go. Because there's our sister there. What other services are you offering as well? Because I know they say, "Okay, I'll get in contact." But what are the services that you're offering? Sell
So
yourself. Sell yourself. Come in here. Sell yourself.
so there's co- coaching, life coaching, and I'm pausing because I'm thinking to myself, sell myself, is it something that I'm used to doing? And literally I'm pausing, and I should not be pausing,
No,
but is it something then
you
that
got a whole list of things here, right?
yeah,
You got a whole list of things. Okay.
yeah,
So let's break them down. Let's break them down.
so,
Don't pause. Don't pause
so
for me.
for me the easier ones are, so that means there's a program in terms of a 30-day journey
Mhm,
that starts at the beginning of the month, and
mhm,
it encourages you to think about and gives you an opportunity to be selfish but not selfless.
mhm,
So you get an opportunity of looking at yourself and thinking about how you can use what you now know to be true,
mhm,
how that can shape your future,
mhm,
and understanding it against your past, which is effectively a prep for your future. So that's
mhm,
a 30-day journey. And there's coaching,
mhm,
um, in terms of life coaching, and
mhm,
that's how can I be of service to you if you're thinking about either making a change in your job, occupation, or your circumstances, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, I know what I want, or I don't know what I want, but I'll just like to have someone as a um, sounding board, and I'm able to do
mhm,
that in terms of a life coach. Mediation, so that means if you're
mhm,
um, and the thing about mediation is it's feeling comfortable with going into a space with someone else and being able to have a conversation and being able to come to some form of an agreement. So in
mhm,
mediation, I offer mediation services, and it's a case of sitting down and talking
mhm,
with, and both parties needing to be happy or comfortable with that. Having a conversation with a trained mediator,
mhm,
um, and is providing um, speaking, motivational speaker, happy to attend an event and just speak to your audience, and it could be in relation to different subject matters,
mhm.
but happy to do so and comfortable with doing so. So like you said, I don't necessarily sell myself in that way,
Mhm.
but you need to get used to it,
Okay, okay.
because we
So we
all
got
need a coach. We all need to know that there's someone that you can reach out to, someone who looks like you, someone who's um, prepared to, able to, and just see whether or not there's a connection, whether or not you wish we can work together.
mhm. Could you give out that number once again, please, and your website?
So the website is all the three W's: www.mindsoulsupport.com. So mind, MIND, soul, SOUL, support, SUPPORT.com. So
Mhm,
mind soul support is one word, lowercase
mhm,
.com. Um, the You can contact me via email, and that's Sandra
mhm,
at mindsoulsupport.com, or telephone number 07985 07985
mhm.
07985 551050.
Okay. And one of the things we have to realize that technological development has moved on, right? So it does not mean that you have to be meeting face to face all the time,
Mm.
right? You can do this via remote, right? In other words, you could do it using the connection or the computers
Mm.
connections, or
Mm.
even your handheld device as well,
Mm.
right? It's the
Mm.
fact that you are having a one-to-one or one to a group
Mm.
interaction,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
having that connection. Yeah,
Mm.
right. So
Mm.
don't be for our listeners. Do not be dissuaded to think, oh, well, she only here for a short while, so we can't really utilize our service.
Mm.
This is the beauty of our development. Our development is that we are able to access connections, right, at any time, right? At any time we can make our connections. Yeah. Okay. So and it doesn't matter what your time zone is because this woman don't sleep anyhow. So right. So anyhow, so you make sure you take those details, right? If you want further information on that, you can come to our YouTube channel, right? And it's on the Black Magnificent Radio Show, and you can see our program there as well. You can rewatch our programs that we've had over. Oh wow! Over the past 3 months now, isn't it? 3 months,
Is it three? No, 5 months. January.
5 months. Wow. Oh, okay then. You see how my time zone gone.
And you've not even traveled through the time zones.
Yeah. Yet.
Yes, I know that's coming. That's
Yeah.
coming.
That one is
Definitely
coming. That one is coming. Right. And yeah. So yeah.
coming.
So that is what we are. That's what our sister Sandra is offering out there, and also the come on now, our other sister Sandra, right,
Mm.
and her project there, Kazans, is it?
Kaizen's,
Kaizen.
Kaizen's supportive housing,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
that can also be picked up if you go onto the internet. You can
That's right. We can
got
go.
web page. Just put in Kaizen's KAISANS www. And you can see what support is provided or available to whether it be young people, young men, young women, or women, but elements, groups, individuals within society can reach out
Mm-hmm.
and get support whereby um, there are a number of services that can help them get back on their, whereby they're comfortable to be functioning once again in society.
It'd be good if we can have a link up while you're here with
Mm.
our sister Sandra. We
Mm.
can arrange for her to join us on one of our programs that we're
Yeah,
doing together. Next
yeah,
time I shall see you will be on Thursday.
yep,
Yeah, you'll
yep.
be joining us as the Galaxy family on
Mm-hmm,
Thursday on the Blacknificent Show, and
mm-hmm,
also on the Friday morning as well.
yep.
We don't
Mm-hmm.
want to open it for you because I know you're gonna be busy anyhow. Up and down, hop and down the country. Yeah, she come like tourists now.
Well,
Yeah.
it's yeah. Does anywhere feel like home? And I
Mm,
would encourage all of our listeners to think about that. What
yeah.
feels like home? It's
Mhm.
not necessarily what's written down as your home, but what feels like home. Where do you feel? And if where you feel more at home isn't where you currently are,
Mm,
what are you going to do in order to find that space and that clarity?
exactly. Um, um, oh yes, I have a gift for you as well. I have one of the books there, right, at home for you.
Mm.
Uh, um, Queen of Forwards,
All right.
Sacred Woman. right? So I have one of those for you at home, which I have at
Thank
home.
you.
I,
Thank you.
I forgot to give it to you yesterday. You know my head is like soup right now. So no, right? Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay then. All right then. So anyhow, so beautiful talking with you this morning,
Hmm.
and I look forward to joining you in the near future as well.
Yes, I'll look forward to joining you on yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. All right.
Okay.
But you can call in anytime when I'm doing any of my other programs as well. I don't know. I don't know on that still, you know. I don't know. All right. So take care now. Thank you.
Okay. All
All right.
right then. Stay blessed.
That's our sister Sandra there, who's joined us here on the Galaxy Grand Rising Show, right here on the galaxyfwe.net. All I know is too quiet for me. Boy, you too quiet. Too quiet out there. All right. I saw it go. All right then. I know.
They're enjoying the lying of their bank holiday, the
The,
extra day.
la- the,
Those who are able to do so, because
those
I
laying
recognise
in,
every.
them laying in business, I got finish, you know. I tell you. That's why our people are suffer so, right? Let me see if I can find this chat here because I want to do this over there. Trying times. That's it. Trying times. Here we go. This one here has been on my spirit for a while now. This one here, Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway. Trying times. Yes.
Oh yeah. Try time, what the world is talking about. You got confusion all over the land. Yeah, you got mother against daughter. You got father against son. Do the whole thing is getting out of hand. Oh, maybe folks will never suffer. If there was more love for your brother, but these are trying times. Yes, it is. You got the riots in the ghetto all around. A whole lot of things that's wrong going down. Yes, it is. I can't understand it from my point of view. Cause I think you should do unto others.
I say, do unto you.
Then maybe folks will never suffer. If there was no love for your brother, but these are trying times. Yes, it is. I say, man is always talking about is humanity to man. But what is it trying to do to make it a better man? Oh, just read the paper, turn on your TV. You see folks demonstrating about equality, but many folks would have to suffer if there was more love for your brother. Would be the trying time. Trying time. Yeah, what the world is talking about.
Adios. Adios. Until the next time we meet again here on the Galaxy of we.net. Have a great day. Have a beautiful, productive day. Have a great, productive day. No, what's good? No.
Hang on, mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas.
It's not the one that I wanted. That is not the one that I wanted. I'm not sorry. I apologize.
Tell you like it is.
That's not the one I wanted. That's it.